Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 12th of June. In this update, New Zealand's export revenue from food and fibres is forecast to surpass $60 billion for the first time. Agriculture and Forestry Minister Todd McClay says strong global demand and healthy prices across key markets are positioning us for record growth. The latest Situation and Outlook for Primary Industries report projects export earnings of $59.9 billion with the year ending later this month. That's $3 billion higher than expected in December. And McClay says with this momentum, it's on track to reach $65.7 billion by 2029. Heavy hitters include dairy exports lifting 16% to a record $27 billion and horticulture rising 19% to $8.5 billion. Meanwhile, Beef and Lamb New Zealand is concerned whether the settings around farm-to-forest conversions go far enough. Todd McClay has introduced legislation to stop large-scale conversions. Research shows nearly 39,000 hectares of whole sheep and beef farms have been sold since the last report in September. Beef and Lamb New Zealand chair Kate Ackland says they're not anti-forestry, they just support trees in steep, less productive country. A New York jury has found Harvey Weinstein guilty on a sex crimes charge in a retrial. It comes after an appeals court last year overturned the former movie mogul's 2020 conviction. Weinstein, once one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood, was accused by prosecutors of raping an aspiring actress and assaulting two other women. The 73-year-old pleaded not guilty and has denied assaulting anyone or having non-consensual sex. The jury has found Weinstein guilty on one of the three counts he faced, not guilty on a second count, and did not reach a verdict on the third count. Facial recognition technology could soon be rolled out by some of the country's largest retailers. Woolworths, The Warehouse, Briscoes, Rebel Sport, Bunnings, Mitre 10, Farmers, Michael Hill, Spark and 1NZ are all supporting the use of the tech. It follows a successful trial by Foodstuffs in some New World and Pack and Save stores. Retail NZ Chief Executive Carolyn Young says retailers are working on ways to include the tech as part of their existing security measures.
Really focusing on how do we keep our staff safe, because we've seen this increasing level of violent and aggressive behaviour towards staff.
Co-founder of the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, has died aged 82. Wilson co-founded the boy band in 1961 with his brothers Dennis and Carl, their cousin Mike Love and friend Al Jardine. He was the last surviving brother and visionary leader and songwriter of hits like Surfin' USA and Good Vibrations. And in sport, South Africa are 43 for 4 at stumps, responding to Australia's 212 after the opening day of cricket's World Test Championship final at Lords. Lulu Sun and American doubles tennis partner Anne Lee have lost their first match at the WTA's latest grass court event in the Netherlands in straight sets. Female tennis players wanting to freeze eggs or embryos to start a family at a later date will now have their ranking protected by the WTA Tour. Taranaki have successfully defended the Ranfurly Shield for the first time in 2025 with a 78-7 win over King Country in New Plymouth. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.